Hi, good afternoon, and welcome back to Makasuki Magazine TV. Today's episode is a special one. This is all about the audience favorites, and so we're going to be bringing you highlights from the previous year. This is going to be starting out with Diamond Go-Sti, who is a Cherokee artist, educator, and historian. Next, we're going to be chatting with a Seminole Aligator Wrestler. His name is Clinton Holt. And finally, from the Ojibwe Nation's multidisciplinary artist, Thirza Defoe. Enjoy.
My name is Diamond Go-Sti. In my language, we would say Shio, Oshunalain, Ski Ogito Ganatanain. I am Cherokee from North Carolina. I belong to the Eastern Band. You know, we talk about within spirituality, and we see people back in the days, they would put on their paint. And by putting on their paint, a lot of people called it war paint. My people, we would go and call it face paint. I paint on my left side, it is black. On my right side, it is white. And then I have two red marks that come down. Now, within putting on the paint, by definition, and what the paint means to our people, within that, when I put the paint on and I'm going to war with my people, I put on the white because what I want is peace. Let's talk this out. Let's negotiate. Let's work this out before we go to battle. And then if we don't, then that's where the red comes into play, because red represents war. And then of course black comes into play. Black represents death. I go into war, I want peace, but I get there, we don't. We go to war, I die, then that's where the black comes in. But now what happens though, I find out so phenomenal about this is that the Creator will gift you how you are supposed to paint. You don't just go and put paint on any way that you want. Seeing myself in that vision, and I die on the battlefield, and the Creator comes over that battlefield, and He sees Diamond. He recognizes me by my paint. That's why you cannot copy another person's paint. Now this is culturally, this is tradition. A lot of people don't know these things. And by not knowing these things, they go and they do things that sometimes are offensive to our people because they don't realize what they're doing. It does have significance, meaning behind it. It's not something we just play with.
Bonjour, Anin Ejiyayan, Ojibwe Indigenous. My name is Thirza Defoe. I'm from the Oneida and Ojibwe Tribes, and my native name is Ojibwe. And today I was here doing some programming, like performances about just doing some inspirational speaking about bringing people together of all tribes and all nations in celebration for American Indian Days. I was doing some hoop dancing and storytelling and some songs and just getting everyone really excited about today because it's an exciting day. Everyone's wearing their, traditional regalia and skirts, and their families are coming out, and it seems like a day to celebrate. I think that, the generation that's coming up and the generation I am in now, I think that definitely influence each other. And it's really great because when, you have someone that really believes in something that takes not only a social responsibility, but also uses an art form that's maybe outside of something that is traditional, like skateboarding, for example, and put that into their traditional ways. I feel like elders, it's so respectable among elders, and they encourage it because it's oh, that's what's happening right now. It's all about living in the moment, but taking those moments and looking at the past and having discernment of things that have not worked, and taking all of that and moving into the future. I'm just really excited by life. I think there's this word in Ojibwe, they say back home, it's Bamadasawin, and people say, Thirza, what does that mean? And that means living life to the fullest. We are here right now. You have this one life to live, and so you gotta fill that hoop, fill that fill those moments up with life, and to like dive into something. Because like, what do you got to lose?
Hey folks, I'm here with Alligator Wrestler Extraordinaire and my cousin, Clinton Hope. So what's going on, Clinton? What you got going on over here?
None. We got me and my brother got called out to do alligator wrestling demonstrations here. We got about a 8.5-foot alligator, weighs about 200 pounds.
Yeah?
We call him Hopper because he's always jumping in the air and trying to come at you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I saw you doing a trick called a bulldog. What's that all about?
The bulldog wasn't actually a trick. It was a technique used to capture alligators. If you were a one man out there catching your alligator, you had to bring it home to feed your family. You had to learn how to tie them jaws shut. So you tie them jaws shut and you're safe and you can bring the alligator home.
No kidding. Well, what about the one after when you had his mouth open and that didn't look like it was a technique out in the wild.
Oh no, that was just a trick that gets done over the years. I mean, people think of crazy tricks. I used to stick my head in there, so
Yeah.
I'd rather stick my arm in there right now than my head.
We all know about that. I think you can check it out on YouTube, right? You got a nice video. I saw another trick that you did there. What was that? What was that all about? I think you had his mouth open and you did something with your hand there.
That was called a face-off or the arm trick. The face-off or chin trick is where you open the jaws with your chin, leave the jaws wide open, and throw your hands out to the side so it shows that it's only your chin holding the jaws open.
Right.
And I stuck my arm in there just for extra bonus or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
just
that.
to kind of show off a little bit.
I saw that. Yeah, the crowd loved it. I mean, you got a really good response today.
Well, with the crowd, I've been wrestling for about 8 years, almost 9 years now, and me and my brother, we've learned to get in with the crowd and get them to cheer, hit them hard, because in the end, that's what makes me happy doing my job.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely a great showman.